Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome to episode 19. I repeat, 19. We're 19 episodes deep into this franchise. So, this is going to be a big episode. This is probably going to be a very long episode. Um, yeah, kind of buckle up, strap in, and get ready to go because this is going to be some big stuff here. So, I'm really honestly, now that I look at this, I'm just going to sim it until the All Star break. I mean, All-Star break is a big break. We'll be able to, look at things and evaluate them better then. So Aoki is hurt for 2 to 3 weeks. So since Aoki went down, we have an open spot in left field. I'm going to go ahead and call up Gurriel again. He's batting 305. He's on fire right now, as you can see. And he's going to replace Nori Aoki in left field. So we're going to go ahead and sim up until the All-Star break, like I said. So there we are, just keep him active. So we're going to just skip the home run derby, and we're going to just sim just right here. Day of the All-Star game, and we're going to go ahead and stop, and we're going to talk about some things real quick. So as you can see on that last road trip, we won 3 games. We went 3-4, so we sit right now at 40-49. Let's go check out the standings really quick. We are 17 games back of the division leading Astros, who are 57-32, and 8 games back in the wild card. Let's go ahead and check out our roster to see what it says. It says normal still. We have some stuff here. So let's talk for a minute. So we are 40-49 right now. We are 17 games back in the division, 8 games back on the wild card, and the people who are leading the wild card is the Orioles, who are 51-37. So basically, we really just got to catch the Twins here, who are 48-41, who have lost one. They were playing really good baseball not too long ago, and I guess they have slowed down here. So let's take a second and talk about things. So we sit 40-49, 8 games back of the wild card. Basically, we're out of the division. I'm just going to say we're out of the division right now. The Astros are too good. They have too much ground. They're ahead 17 games. That's a lot of baseball. It's a lot of games. So, this is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to call us... I don't want to say we're rebuilding because I don't think we're at that stage yet. And I think that's maybe like in another week or two to see how things go. But as of right now, I'm going to call ourselves that we are pushing and pushing with everything we have for that wild card spot. So, with that being said, after Iwakuma's struggles and Taijuan Walker, he's kind of turned it around a little bit, brought that 4 ERA down. We're going to go ahead and look at some moves here. And I don't want to search and make the video longer than it needs to be because it's going to be a long video. But I'm going to search for some moves, and when I come up with the move I want, I will show you guys. I'm going to put it on pause, and when I have the move I want, I will unpause it, and you guys will see the move I'm about to make. So, with that being said, just give me 1 second. Okay, guys, with the first move, as you see, I'm going to bring in Michael Wacha on a $1.2 million deal under club control for the next 4 years for Iwakuma, he just gives up too many hits for me. I mean, he only has 773 innings pitched. I mean, almost a 4 ERA this year, 130 WHIP, and then 135 hits in 120 innings. That's just too much. Waka, on the other hand, 127 innings, and he has 109 hits. The real kick for this for me, I didn't mind getting rid of Williamson because he has struggled mightily and he's pretty old, but I did really like Cook. His whip is fantastic. His fielding and independent pitching is fantastic as well. But Michael Wacha is a good pitcher, so it's going to come at a hefty price. So I'm willing to do this deal. So this is one of the first deals that I'm going to make in acquiring Michael Wacha to hopefully help our rotation out and get us, help us with that push to the wild card spot. This is going to be my next deal. Adam Duvall has not done anything, absolutely nothing for us since he got here. He came in batting .298 with 34 RBIs and 6 home runs, and that was over a month ago. And there you see his stats. No home runs and two RBIs, and his batting average has dropped 50 points. I send him and Steve Clevenger, who's not really a vital role in our team, to the Mets for 2 young relievers. Sean Gilmartin, pretty good pitcher, solid relief pitcher. As you can see, in 2015 he had a great year in 57 in the third innings, 54 strikeouts. Not a big strikeout guy, but look at his WHIP and ERA, and his fielding and independent pitching is almost 250, which is fantastic. And Hansel Robles, struggling this year. I think he has some more potential. I think he's just kind of having an off year right now. His fielding and independent pitching is not bad either. Lots of strikeouts there. Home run ball can kind of bite him, but it's worth it. I need to get rid of Duvall, and Clevenger is just kind of another piece to go in there. So I'm going to accept this trade, or offer this trade, and they will accept it. That's the next trade. I'm going to look for a few more here, guys. Alright, guys, let's go over some of our team rankings compared to last month. So, OBP last month, let me grab this right here so I can see it better. OBP last month, we were 25th with a 311. We are now down to 309. Slugging last month, we were 8th with a 426. We're now 13th with a 409. Walks last month, we were 30th with 117. We're now 26th with 248. Runs last month, we were 21st with 186. We're now 20th with 340. Last month with RBIs, we were tied for 22nd with 180. We're now up to 330. Errors, we were tied for 27th at 31. We're now down to 23rd with 47. Fielding percentage, last month we were at 27th with 9.983. This month we are 23rd, 0.986. Pitchers, we're down from a 3.78 team ERA to now a 3.64, which is pretty good. That's 12th best in the entire league. Hits allowed, we're at 17th with 793. Last month we were 20th. Runs allowed, last month we were tied for 16th with 199. We are now 12th with 343. Home runs allowed, last month we were tied for 8th with 46. We're now tied for 15th, and that has gone up. After the first month of the season, we were tied for 1st. Second month, tied for 8th. And now the third month, tied for 15th. And I think that really just has to do with the fact that we're in a very, everyone, I mean, the Astros and the Angels and even the Rangers, and some guys even on the Athletics, I mean, Billy Butler, Danny Valencia, Chris Davis, what's his name, Mark, I can't think of it. It starts with a C, his last name, it's like C-A-H-N-A, Canna, yeah, Mark Canna. They all hit home runs. That's why I think we're going up, but we need to really kind of get that down. And that's a big reason why I brought in Waka. I mean, his home run rating, home runs per 9 is 70, which is basically, I think it might be the best, tied with Paxton in our entire, rotation. And obviously we added Robles, and we added, he's not in the big league club, but we added Sean Gilmartin too. He's a great pitcher. He has pretty good home run ratings there, as you can see. Robles not so much. So other than that, let's go over the prospect kind of like news here and tell you guys their stats. I did kind of ship off a couple of them, so if they're not there, that's why. If I don't mention their name, that's why. But so really for our prospects, I'm going to go over their names here. First prospect, Kyle Lewis. Second prospect, Tyler O'Neill. I can tell you right now he is struggling. Drew Jackson, he was struggling AAA. I sent him back down to AA. Zach Lee had a spot start, got sent back down. Well, he's still in the... I'm going to send him back down, though, after I pause this. Luis Gohara is traded. Alex Jackson, he is doing decent. I think he's around 280 right now. Maybe a little... Actually, maybe like 240. Vogelbach is cooled off. Last month he was 305, 405, and 511 slugging. DJ Peterson is still on the DL. He had decent stats before he went on the shelf. And then Gurriel, obviously, he was off. He got called up. He went back down to AAA and then tore it up. So I called him back up. There's a couple more guys. I'm going to get their stats real quick and then read them off to you guys so you guys know that. so you can see what I'm talking about with all my prospects and my moves with my prospects and all that, so you know what I'm doing and where I'm coming from. So give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so I'm on the stats page here. Number one prospect Kyle Lewis in AAA is batting .279, 358 on base, 363 slugging. Number two prospect Tyler O'Neill, his struggles continue in AA, 205, 290, and 330. He might be in a package deal with someone. Drew Jackson, 270, 376, 386 in AA. He had a short stint in AAA, but he struggled, so he got sent back down to AA. He is only 18 years old at shortstop. Zach Lee, good stats in AAA, so I called him up for a spot start in the big league club, and he struggled. Alex Jackson, 239, 285, and 371 in AA. Dan Vogelbach, 264, 355, 455 in AAA. Looking decent, still young. Hopefully he can develop some more. DJ Peterson is still on the shelf, so he had the same stats as last month. Gurriel Jr. had great stats when I sent him down to AAA, so he got called back up just recently to the MLB, or the big league club. Tyler Stevenson went on the DL, or the shelf, with a torn Achilles, so his season is over. He finished the season in AA, batting 311, 390, on base, 470 slugging. That's great for a catcher. Yorman Rodriguez, outfielder, 240, 321, 322 in AAA. Mike Freeman, I just added him, second baseman, about 26 or 27 years old. 295, 368, 425 AAA. Kerry Mela, 3.48 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP, and 92 and 2/3 innings pitched in AA. Juan Francisco, possibly the replacement to Adam Lynn if traded. Him and Vogelbach both. 10 home runs, 224, 288, 289, and 454 slugging in AA. Other than that, I had a few of my prospects who went down with injuries, such as free agent signing Juan Miguel Fernandez. I still have Pastor Nicky in there. I think he's struggling right now, but he doesn't have that many at-bats. So let's take care of the MLB lineup right now. Big league lineup. Tell you guys all their stats. Alright, guys, let's talk about your big league club statistics. Martin cooled off after a sizzling hot start to the season. He comes in to the All-Star break at 282, 339, and 433. Aoki's heating up, 286, 353, 409, but he just went on the shelf. Seager, 266, 323, 509, kind of cooled off a little bit. Cruz heating up, 284, 340, 579. Lynn, 262, 349, 400. Duvall is no longer on the Mariners. Cano, 227, 259, and 394. Hopefully we get him going for him to have a strong second half. Marte, 252, 307, and 352. So all those guys are kind of, some of them went up, most of them went down. I think Lind went up. Other than that, Aoki went up significantly. Cano is still kind of down from April. In April, he was 234, 267, 415. Seager went down. So I'm going to go ahead and sim through this. Check out our all-stars on our team. Just keep him active. The NL won the game. So let's check out who made the all-star team from the Mariners. No pitchers, no relievers, no closers, no catchers, no first baseman, no second baseman, no third baseman. Ketel Marte at shortstop. I don't know how that happens. I think Corey Seager definitely belonged in there over Ketel Marte. No offense to Ketel Marte. Leodonis Martin, thank God I saw him in there. He deserves it completely. I think that's his first All-Star appearance right there, as well as Marte. And in right field, Nelson Cruz makes it, of course, batting 284, leading the American League in 29 home runs and possibly 65 RBIs with 356 at-bats. So, that's Puig to the Athletics for Sonny Gray. And so I'm going to go ahead and do kind of what Oakland did there and kind of fill out the roster here, make sure everything's in good standing, make sure all the lineups are set and everything. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. So evened out the rosters here. Made some moves, like I said. Let's see, I brought in Waka. I didn't bring in a catcher, I don't think. I do need a left fielder, so I'm still going to look for options on that real quick. Other than that, it'll probably be just, I'm going to plug Food, Powell in here. She gets pretty decent against most of these guys. And then Gurriel in the outfield on the corners there. So we'll see how that goes. I think I want Gurriel there. Just see how that goes for now. I don't think it'll be too spectacular. Actually, I might bump him up to a 2 spot there. Try and get some little on base percentage things going there and take some pressure off Robbie Cano. Anyway, I'm gonna look for moves for an established left fielder real quick, and I'll be right back. If I don't find it, we're just gonna get on to the second half of the season here. Alright guys, could not find one. I was actually trying to pursue Ender Inciarte from the Braves. I know they're kind of struggling right now, but they wouldn't really take any of my pieces. So that's fine, we'll move on from here. I'm going to sim until Michael Wacha's Mariners debut. So we got Carnes taking on Fires here. Get the W. And then King Felix taking on Keuchel. And then we have our game right here. Let's go ahead and check the box scores real quick. 3-4. They had 8 hits against R7. 0 for 3 for Martin again. 1 for 4 for Powell. The run scored 2 for 3 for Seager. 2 for 3 for Cruz with 3 RBIs. 1 RBI for Seager. 0 for 4 for Lind. 0 for 4 for Cano. 0 for 3 for Zunino. Gurriel 2 for 3. 232 on the season now. 0 for 2 with a walk for Marte. Home run goes to Cruz. Stolen bases go to Powell and Seager. Check out the pitching stats here on the mound. Carnes gets a win, goes 5-5 on the year, 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts for a 2.72 ERA now. Strickland and Vincent get the holds. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, and no strikeouts for Strickland. He's up to a 3.61 ERA. Looking to get him down from there. That is really high, and he's too good of a pitcher to be having that high of an ERA. Vincent, 2/3 of an inning pitched, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout for a 2.77 ERA. Cishek gets his 10th save of the year. 1 inning pitched, 1 strikeout for 1.82. Check out this next box score. Looks like Gil Martin gets the win here. 3-4, 13 hits for them, 7 for us. Really making use of those hits. 1 for 4 for Marte at 2.79 now in the year. Gurriel 0 for 3. Seager 1 for 3 with a walk and a run. Cruz 1 for 3 with a walk and a run again. Rodriguez 0 for 3. He's down to 235. Zunino 0 for 4 with a run and the RBI and a strikeout. Cano 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That's good to see. Strasburger 0 for 3 and Marte 2 for 3. Martin, the double Cano with the home run. Gurriel with the stolen bag. Hernandez 5 2/3, 7 hits, 3 earned, 8 strikeouts against 1 walk, 2.85 ERA on the year now. Gil Martin gets a win, 1 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk for a perfect ERA. Vincent gets a hold, his 8th of the year, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 2.66 ERA now. Cishek gets his 11th save of the year, 1 inning pitched, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts for a 1.75 ERA. I think that's really just going to wrap up the episode for now. I'm really just going to play Wacha's Mariners debut here, and then I'm going to kind of have like a trade deadline special here where I'm like really looking at things, and if things aren't really turning around up until here, the 28th, I actually found a really, really good surprising deal that I didn't think I would find for us, but I did find it. I didn't pull the trigger on it because I don't want to waste it and pull the trigger on it if it's not needed, so we will wait till the 28th to see how we are doing, see if we are still in contention, and see how everyone else is doing. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.